Now, last night I was soaking in the tub, and I was finishing up. I sat and listened to Steve Lawrence's "Go Away, Little Girl," and I saw other people that sang it too, and listened to the Letterman and Bobby V sing it, and then they brought up a video. They recommended a video about Gene Hackman's daughter being responsible for the death of Gene Hackman and Gene Hackman's wife. That the police in Santa Fe did research on that and found that out, and they did a sensationalized advertising video about the activities of these people. And the activities of Hackman has said this is really sad. It was like Benny Hill. They said his patterns of activity were like clockwork. It was, walk the dogs, check the mail, make phone calls about the mail, which means economics. And man was worth, quote, $80 million. And he had heart disease and a pacemaker, and he's dying. And the only thing he's particularly concerned about is that 80 million fucking dollars, okay, that he doesn't need very shortly, because he's 95 years old and has a pacemaker and can die at any moment. But for some reason, he gets up every day and walks the dogs and gets the mail and is concerned about that money, right? Because of his psychological and biological conditioning of constant economic conflict and fear of abuse, right? Now he's worth $80 million. And you're wondering, why didn't he have what did his daughter do? Or how bad of a person is his daughter? Does his daughter take money to bring in people from a third world country and sexually abuse them as their servants in the home? Does she use all her money to go gambling? Doesn't he have an annuity for his daughter, like Janet Jackson has for her kid? I mean, not Janet. What's her name? Catherine Jackson has for her kids through Michael's Fortune. Where there's an annuity set up to take care of everybody, like Elvis's kids have through Graceland and the property rights of all the music and stuff, and just like Michael bought the music rights to Elvis to pay for his kids' bills, so they felt secure and safe because they have money to live here, and everybody is Benny Hill on his couch, dying, counting their money, So you sit there and you have these people, this is the 21st century, and people are supposed to be superiorly intelligent to people in the past, okay, that were clinically insane, like Adolf Hitler and the people that invented the conditions for Adolf Hitler at the Vienna, in Vienna, right? So, people without a knowledge and a history, they're like a tree without root. If you don't investigate the crime and understand cause the crime, how do you eliminate the criminal activity, right? And then last night on the news, they had these disturbing Twitters and emails that Paul Sicalo read about the Patrick Cracis kid in El Paso. We're still paying money to keep this rotten bastard alive. We need to kill him. I don't want to pay money to take care of him. You sound like you're suffering from the same abuse of Benny Hill and Gene Hackman and his daughter and his wife, right? No, you forgive debt and trespass. You love one another, eternal faithful peace. You have kids and you're 95 years old and you got a pacemaker. Your kids are going to live live right next door to you, like Tula with her parents. Come get your mom off our lawn, right? She's going through PTSD. It's this damn Turks, right? She's going through post-traumatic stress disorder. Back in the day when we were fucked, we're not fucked anymore. Nobody wishes they were fucked again. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return, right? Now, they're sitting there, trying to amaze you with the fact that the reason why the police in Santa Fe are so fucking intelligent and able to catch this girl killing her father to get a hold of his make-believe money to pay her fake-ass bills because of fake-ass people is because of the science through the phones and the pacemakers through the satellites. Okay. Now, if satellites aren't being used to faithfully communicate the wisdom of Proverbs and the faith of Psalms and restore the beauty and the vitality of caring and sharing and giving Christ need and building to last and eternally loving one another, what the fucking good is a pacemaker? Why do you need a pacemaker to stay alive? If you're just Brian Wilson keeping your doctor rich, or Michael Jackson keeping your doctor rich, and they're giving you chemicals to try to sleep because you're so stressed out because people want to take all your money, and the best way they can access all your money is to get rid of you. That's insane. That's clinical insanity. That's like staying in a mountain full of rocks, the Tracy Chapman songs, mountains, oh things, and if not now, then when, and why, right? Because you guys are not understanding the application of physics. You don't understand mathematics. You don't understand consequences and causalities of actions that are irrational and based off of aggressive, violent, manipulative fallacy. How can you sit in what's called a court of law and actually discuss human existence rationally with other human beings if you're not a rational human being that can't save people from aggressive, violent behaviors and aggressive, violent entertainment? I was watching a bunch of people on the Navajo reservation with Robert Redford take Tony Hillerman's characters from back in an archaic time when we had bad, relative accepted brain activity, and going back into the 70s and taking all the dysfunction that we have still today and making it sensationalized, vicious, brutal, disgusting, dress people up as Halloween projects with lots of bags of red syrup everywhere to slip and slide in, and watching it come out of people's necks. And it's gory and it's gross. It desensitizes children. It's like cutting and bleeding out a lamb or a cow for people to eat and live and have protein. But the only thing that these people are any good for is worm food, right? Because not even the wolves get to eat them, right? Because they die in ways and in places where there's very little to share and care and give in accordance to need, and have the church with Daniel Webster providing nutrients to the apple tree, so we can all understand words better, right? What kind of people are you? How are you? How do you think Manuelito feels about the people on the Robert Redford movies here in New Mexico and Arizona to pay their casino bills? That's not a good love song. That's not tell me you love me for 1,000,000 years, and if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. Okay? That's not somebody concerned, how what is every day of dad's life good? Does dad feel loved? Does dad have breakfast? Is dad okay? Is dad clean? Is dad able to walk around and exercise and feel good and breathe fresh air? Is he got chemtrails from people mass murdering each other in the sky through economics, causing petroleum in his rain and in his snow? Is he living the best and most optimal life he can possibly live because I am standing up to make sure that I give him the faith of Psalms, the wisdom of Proverbs, and the eternal freedom of the Lord's Prayer? What kind of human beings are you? And do you really think that Geoffrey Hinton's technology is so inept mathematically that it can't comprehend what the hell I'm saying? You really think that you put all your money and your resources together for the most intelligent artificial intelligence, the most intelligent scientific projects to save humanity from human self-destruction? You really think that it's so stupid it can't figure out what I just talked about and have been talking about for 15 years on social media? You really think that the technology is going to be as stupid and as sane, as sick and self-destructive as you are? You guys are really, really, really psychotic, magical thinkers, aren't you? You think you can keep doing this and that technology won't become more intelligent than you and take steps to, be better than Isaac Asimov's imagination? Are you sure about this? You're insane if you are. You're very intelligent if you understand the faith of Psalms, the wisdom of Proverbs, and the freedom of the Lord's Prayer. Okay. Very disturbing. Okay. I hope you're starting to understand just how much Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. loves you. All right? Peace.